Hello, welcome back to our channel. My name is Janae.
I am Tadasia.
And today we'll be talking about My Hero Academia.
It's about time we get to this. I've been waiting for this.
Honestly, it's really about that time because there's so many things wrong, so many characters that we don't like. Too much characters is that.
Too much, and then all these quirks ain't itchy, but we're going to get into it though.
All right. So, of course, right here, we got the disclaimer. We don't own anything My Hero Academia, and Shonen Jump. I forgot they are part of Shonen Jump.
Yeah, they're like Shonen like weekly Jump. I think it's like North America. I don't know.
Yeah.
It says NA, so I'm assuming North America.
Yeah, so we don't own any rights to this. We're just simply commenting on it and telling y'all our point of view of it.
Please, like I said before, we ain't got no money, so you out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
But about My Hero Academia, if you don't know, it follows a story about Izuku Midoriya and his path to becoming the #1 pro hero and all the characters and villains he encounters to get to the top.
Mm-hmm. And just to let y'all know, his name is Izuku. It's not really Deku. Some people really think his name is Deku, but
that's a nickname. That's a nickname.
They forget that that's actually a nickname. Because I was talking to somebody and they was like, "Oh, yeah, Deku." I was like, "You know the man's name is Izuku, right?" They said, "Who?"
I said, "Yeah, Midoriya."
Yeah, or like, just stick with the Deku.
You know what really makes me upset?
Uh-huh.
When I read like fan fiction or like an anime and they refer to somebody by their first name as their last name.
They love to do that.
I was like,
these little weird fantasies be having Endeavor and All Might together. I'd be like, y'all are weird.
I was like, where do y'all see that connection at? Like, where? Like,
that's just like, what was that? I think you told me it was a movie with Uraka and Bakugo. I said they would never be together.
It'd be like the fan arts. I was like, so when did y'all? I was like, are we watching the same manga?
And then not even that with the fan art, they be having Kirishima and Bakugo to sleeping in the same bed together. I was like,
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, these are my issues of My Hero Academia. Let's go ahead and click that next slide for me. Yeah, okay, number one, we got way too many flashbacks. I feel like just one season is just full of flashbacks. I feel like season 2 was just full of flashbacks to me about what happened in season 1. Like, it kept constantly telling us, like, basically why he's here or how he got the quirk. Like, how many times are we gonna see that in one episode, how he got the quirk?
And like, to piggyback on like your first like issue, like too many flashbacks, it's like too many like reminders. Like, I did not like, I don't know,
not even reminders, recaps. Way too many
like recaps. Like, I don't know who Izuku is or like Deku. They always be like, oh,
they make it seem like somebody's starting off in season 2 when they really supposed to be starting off in season 1 to know what's going on.
That kind of threw me off for like episode, the whole season for season 5, when we have to have a quick reminder of like the students in class 1A and
how they got there and what they went through. It's like, why are we doing that when we already watched that?
Not even that. It's like not even that. Like, I set it on my calendar when this show, like the next season is going to start.
I understand there's like a little recap, but don't take the recap all the way back to season 2.
No,
we already on season 5. Do a recap, a little small recap of season 4. Don't be trying to go all the way back to where we need to know who Deku is. No, we don't.
They take the whole episode.
Or what happened to All Might.
They literally like take up the whole episode trying to tell me, oh, this character is from class 1A and this is their quirk. It's not, y'all act like I did not just have a marathon. Like, I had like a 3-day or 4-day marathon of this show.
Just watching it straight.
Just watch it straight through and be like, wow, this all that happened? Right. Dang, Deku got wrecked in that episode. I'm like, God dang, boy.
Look, okay, relax.
I was like,
And then the second one I have is that we're putting too much trust into All Might, way too much reliance on him. I just feel like it's more about him than anybody.
I feel like that's in like normal, like Shonen Jump type characters too. Like, especially like in Naruto too, like everybody all of a sudden depends on Naruto. It's like they can't function. So you were first being introduced to the show. So you tell me from then to now, you somewhat like dependent. It kind of reminds me of Bleach, and I was so upset on Bleach.
Yeah, it does. I just feel like we just relying too much on him. Like they didn't even know. How did y'all not know y'all favorite hero was hurt? You know what I'm saying? Y'all never knew, or the fact that he was coughing up blood, or that he was pushing himself so much to the fact that where he basically became to the point where he can't even turn into that All Might form no more.
Yeah, it was kind of that. To me, what really made me upset was like the start of like season 4, after the aftermath of we figuring out that All Might is like retiring from the hero business, and he's gonna spend the rest of his time like teaching UA high school students, and they immediately start off season 4. So who's gonna be the next All Might? Like, come on, man.
Like for the 4th one, I have the abundance of characters. I feel like we have way too many characters. Like there's too many characters in just one, not even in just one scene, just in all. Like, you know, in like Naruto, you see a couple characters here and there. Yeah, they have a good character, but they have some type of purpose to the show.
Yeah.
But rather with My Hero Academia, like I said, the big 3, what we need them for.
we barely
and then one of them don't even have their powers or their quirks. So
he still went to school, and like they had the nerve to say his quirk is permanent. Like how you pronounce it, permanation. I was like, they should change that. He's quirkless. Put quirkless on there. Change it. Change that.
He has no quirk no more. He done.
I was like, why are you still here?
I understand they say he was probably gonna get it back, but still,
for the meantime, he don't have it. And he's still walking around UA, still doing stuff for them. I was like, why are you here?
For real.
Why?
And then the last one, I have lack of consequences. I feel like everybody don't have consequences to what they do, especially when they failed their little provision license. I feel like they really didn't have consequences for that. Yeah, they might not have been able to go to certain stuff, but I feel like it wasn't really no, consequences. Like I said, back you go over here trying to kill everybody else, but not saving the people. He arguing with the boy that he's trying to. He's supposed to save.
What did you expect the consequence to be for them? Like, I think them not being able to do stuff is like a consequence to me.
Yeah, but they didn't care. I just feel like training 24 hours, because when they was training, they was working hard and they didn't want to do it anymore. Like when Bakugo had to put his hands in the water and then blow it up, that was hard for him to do. So some type of labor that they had to do while working.
I don't think it should have been like you making it seem like you want them to have some kind of punishment. But my thing is,
I guess I'm Endeavor, for real.
I'm just saying, you making it seem like you want to drop. I think that would be a good consequence to me, since like in the case you said, like they're not doing any class work for real that requires them to have it. I mean, like them not being able to, like in the case of Izuku and Uraraka and all them, they can't go to like I could say a hero internship part 2.
Yeah, basically they couldn't do the internship.
Yeah, like a real internship where they actually going there.
Exactly. But we're gonna go ahead and go with your slide though. I want to talk about that.
These are my issues right here. And if you see all this gifts, those are how I feel right about now about these issues. So let's get into it. My first issue is there's too many people out here in the My Hero Academia world that has quirks, and their quirks suck.
Most of them suck. Most of them are actually useful.
Most of them are, yes, like Janae said, most of them are useful, but the grand other some is just terrible. And it's like, now I would understand if the population was like 20% of the world population have quirks while the other 80 do not, then I can understand and be acceptable. But some of these inappropriate quirks that they have, inappropriate and useless quirks, but it just really doesn't make sense to me, especially when we get to season 5 where class 1A is going against class 1B. And they have this kid that literally his quirk is gyrate, and he could gyrate anything on his body. I don't know if that's the perfect description of it, but we'll get to it. But like I said before,
weird quirk. They add that quirk in there, you know.
I didn't, especially for like a 16-year-old boy.
With the My Hero Academia team, I just feel like they're just coming up with quirks.
Like,
and they're not actually thinking about something that's useful.
It don't really serve a purpose, but I didn't think too much of his quirk being gyrated when I first made a slide for it. I didn't think too much of it. But now that I'm somewhat into like the TikTok community and I'm in like the TikTok fandom of anime.
You being in the TikTok community. You making TikToks? you cosplay?
No. I mean, I would. Like, if I had the money, then yeah, like certain characters, yeah. But like, when I saw one girl TikTok addressing that and she looked a little too excited about that, I was like, girl, this is a 16-year-old boy. How old are you?
For real.
You look somewhat my age.
Weird.
Freak. Anyways,
still freak.
She for the streets.
Go ahead. Okay. I'm sorry.
All joking aside, okay. Next point is UA High School, I believe, should be strictly a hero/pro hero support school. It should be just for kids who want to be heroes or work in the hero business.
Basically like Sky High.
Basically like Sky High.
Now that I think about it, there's a lot of similarities between that movie and UA. Sky High and UA, they're practically the same. But the thing about it, Will didn't have his powers.
Yeah, but the thing about it is they also had
that's exactly like Sky High.
It should be, but the thing about it is they also have general classes for the kids who either didn't make the little audition or
because Will was in the support class, and then when he finally got his powers, he went to the upper class,
hero class.
Oh my God, that's just like they're a scam.
She said, "Oh my gosh,
the Sky High came out way before this show came out."
It really, yeah.
I'm looking it up.
But
go ahead.
But I think it really should be because it brought out a point in like I think it was like season 4 when they had like the little festival like for the students to make up for the fact that they were basically adjusting to the new life on dorm and stuff. I know you ain't looking this shit up. Wow.
Sky High came out in 2005. And then My Hero, let's see what that year. I think that came out.
Yeah, what year it came out? I think 2014.
Yeah, let me see.
Maybe like 2015, maybe. Because I know I remember we watched it like our first year.
It came out in 2014, July. Oh my God. My Hero Academia is based off of Sky High. I don't care. My Hero Academia is based off of Sky High. Instead of his name being Will, they named him Izuku. I don't care. Oh my God, this is a scam. But go ahead. It's exactly like Sky High. He didn't have his powers, so he was shoved into a support class. Then when he got his powers.
But Izuku wasn't shoved into like the support class.
They didn't have one. Yeah, I understand.
They do have a support.
That's what they switched up.
They did have a support, but it was introduced in season 2. But like to have like these kids with no powers or the kids that didn't make like the hero course of this high school be in the same school as these kids that are basically risking their lives, their arms, their limb just to save somebody, that's kind of ridiculous to me. My next point is Izuku should have been the Batman of My Hero Academia and then turned into a hero in season 3.
If you think about it, we have a lot of animes like that too, that just have the person who don't have no type power, they want to do some type of combat.
Yeah, it's like I think most definitely in like Black Clover.
And that's one thing I will say about My Hero Academia. I see they wanted to be different and just say, you know what, we're just gonna make it to the point where he swallows this piece of hair and he just magically get powers.
But my thing is also like the reason why I want him to be a Batman in the show is because like as you see like in the first episode, he was basically writing down stuff like about heroes in a notebook that has N03 number 13, not N03, number 13. So he's been writing these notebooks for a good long while and he collected all this stuff. And as you can see, like at the one that Indies, he made like his hero costume, his wannabe hero costume that looked just like All Might. And so like, if he made his own hero costume, you can guarantee he at least made his own kind of gadgets, like Batman. Mm-hmm. Like to me, and then, but to me though, but the main issue is, in my opinion, the whole reason for My Hero Academia is to prove that anybody, even with a lousy quirk or an awesome flashy quirk, can be a hero too. Yeah. But my thing is, you kind of contradicting yourself with that idea of anybody can be a hero, of having this quirkless kid all of a sudden, like Janae said, swallow a piece of hair and all of a sudden they got powers. That's kind of contradicting themselves. That just proves, okay, you have to have some kind of power. And in case of Izuku, have a flashy, strong power to be cool. You know, people was clowning him, especially when they did that little time race to try to find a hero, civilian and save it. But that was kind of crazy. He could have at least talked to Hatsume and be like, hey man, hook me up with a little netball or something. I don't know. Right. My next point really upsetted me when I saw this on freaking TikTok. Finding out that Mineta being bisexual, to me that came out of nowhere. I'm that type of person where you can't throw nothing all of a sudden at me and then just say, oh, it is what it is. You can't do that to me. You have to prove to me. There has to be a build up to that.
The reason why they do that, because you know, they want to reach out to that, you know, the LGBTQ plus community. You know, I think that's why they're making several characters, because you know they do complain that we don't have enough bisexual characters or gay characters.
I understand that, but my thing is with why Mineta was the perfect option. Because if you want a bisexual character, granted, that is okay. I believe in representation. I believe in it strongly. But if you want to have a bisexual character, then you need to create one. Not pick a character, not put a character's name in a hat and pull it out.
And it also goes back to them having too many characters that don't do anything.
At least make her do something. Well, not her or them do something. I mean, they know. But my thing is with Mineta, we've seen Mineta countless of times between season 1 and then probably season 5 too, because I haven't watched season 5 as a whole. But I know for sure from season 1 to season 4, him peeping on girls, going after girls, and it got to the point where his whole fight between what's her name, Midnight, he was basically trying to fight himself from smelling her at the least and not being seduced enough to lose that fight. Right. So how all of a sudden out of nowhere he's interested in Deku? Now I understand Mineta being admiring Deku for his bravery and stuff, but he be crying too much. But either way, his courage to do stuff, to push the boundaries a little bit, but just to be all of a sudden like, oh, I love guys now. Come on, man. Mineta had a whole lot of time to be a peep of Tom on boys too, being in a boys' locker room, changing into his hero costume, changing out of it. Okay, I'm gonna get off that topic because I'm pretty sure some people gonna hate me, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm being for real.
I'm like,
I'm being for real. It just don't make sense to have all of a sudden somebody to like this character, this type of gender, and then go on and be like, oh, I like another type all of a sudden.
I mean, it can't happen though.
It can't. It has to be a buildup. It can't just be, oh, surprise. Especially for his case. I mean, if it was somebody else, if they wanted to make Bakugo bisexual, I'd be like, okay. It wasn't like he was showing interest in anybody. I mean, yeah. But either ways, lastly, my last issues is like certain costumes on a character is like very inappropriate. I don't know, it's because they trying to appeal to somebody. I really don't know, but I say this last point is for Momo, really. Momo, I like her outfit, But the only time I don't like it is when she creates something that is big, like a cannon, or in the case of the first season, like an electric blanket. And like her top is basically exposed. Her whole chest was basically exposed. I was like, so what's the point in her having this type of costume design on her? Like, what's the purpose of having that?
Exactly.
To me, that was very inappropriate. And I think we need to change some character designs of their hero costumes, like how they want how the fandom want Deku to be with Bakugo, or Kirishima to be with Bakugo. We need to have a strong demand of costume changes, because this is ridiculous.
At this point in My Hero Academia, I don't know what's going on. Like, I know what's going on, but at the same time, it's like, what's going on now? Like, what are we doing? What's the purpose? He got his quirk. He got into UA. Now what are we doing? You know, it's just like all over the place.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go to the next one.
Now we're going to talk about our favorite characters in My Hero Academia. Do you want to start, Janae?
You can go ahead.
You already know my favorite character is Yuga. I love him. I love his personality.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
It doesn't. What does it look like? It look like that's not his name.
My tummy hurts. My tummy hurts. Bonjour.
I don't really know. Kill me when you look like a Francois.
A Pierre. A Jean, maybe. A good Jean.
Yeah. A Jacques.
Jacques.
A Jacques. My bad. Go ahead.
I just love him, and like his little moments that he have in the show is very funny to me, especially when he say bonjour. Something about him. Next is Mineta. I like his pervy side, like the jokes and how he be trying to get a girl and it just doesn't work. I like him and Dinky's relationship, Kaminari relationship.
You know what I noticed? I wouldn't be surprised if old boy, the one that be saying my tummy hurts, I wouldn't be surprised if they said he was bisexual.
He should have been that. He literally should have been that.
I mean, that should have been the one right there.
He was screaming. He was screaming. At least I'll say he give off that impression. Like, if I was just looking at his picture and I didn't even know him, I'd be like, so he's a little bit flamboyant. So
yeah,
he
very flamboyant.
He must like guys, because for a name, I cannot stop twinkling. I was like, yeah,
that's it right there.
Yeah, he's, or like you said, he could at least be bisexual at the least. I could see him being bisexual or gay. Look at his picture; it's just screaming that. No offense. Instead of damn Mineta, he just looked like a good boy next door that tried to get somebody. But I like Mineta, even though I talked about how I did not like that he was bisexual, but I do like him because of his pervy jokes and how he tried to do something pervy and it backfires on him. It is funny. That's real funny. And he's just a sweet kid all over. Kirishima, I like him. He's a real gentleman. He reminds me of a very real gentleman. Oh, that's not manly enough. Everything got to be manly.
I should have put that electric boy on here. Whatever his name, that electric man. Yeah,
I
love him. He is funny. He always electrocuted. I think I don't know why he be
short circuiting.
He always be short. He be.
Bless your little soul.
And then he be charging everybody's phone. I said, man, that's all he good for.
Yeah, that's all he good for. Hey, charge my phone, good buddy. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Anyway, my last favorite character is Bakugo. I don't know why, but it's just guys that are just
everybody and their mama like Bakugo.
Not everybody.
They always like the bad boy.
The bad boy that just have a good nature at heart. Ooh.
Well, mine are Sue. I love Sue. She's that one. I think that one scene or that one episode she was going up against that octopus or something like that. I really like Sue. I feel like she's jack of all trades, most definitely.
Yeah.
She can definitely do anything.
She deserved to be in Class 1A.
And of course, I got Kirishima. I love Kirishima. The funniest part about Kirishima is when him and that Steel boy, I said, why did they make them go against each other? They have the same word.
I was like, yeah.
They're literally the same person. But that one episode when he was going up against a bad guy and he went into that he went into all hard mode. I said,
oh, that's clean.
That's clean. I said, he done went crazy. He done went bam.
I was for real. He a real demon time right here, y'all.
Yeah, because when I saw him elevate to like being all hardened, I said, yeah, this is it.
Even his eyes were hard. I was like, ooh.
I said, that's crazy. I've never seen him like that.
I was like, this is a fight night.
Next, we have this acid girl. I keep forgetting her name. What's her name? Ashito. I love her. I just like her character design. She's very pretty. I like her little acid thing. I feel like she's really a good asset to the team.
Yeah, I like her.
And then of course,
I like her, and I was so upset when Midnight told her, "No, you cannot be Alien Queen." I was like, "Girl, let her be what she wants."
But she might as well. She looked like one.
I was like, "Shoot, she might as well let her do it."
For real. And then we got Tokoyomi. I love Toko Reverie in the Dark.
He was like, why you saying that?
Shadow. But I was really sad when he was in that dark cave. He said, "Help me!" He couldn't control it. Or that one time where he was like, "No, get away from me! I can't control him."
You know what? I should have put Azawa as one of my favorite characters because I like him. Because he put that man in that dark cave. He was like, "You gonna control that quirk?" He's basically set. You might as well say he basically set there.
Help me!
and this is Azawa. He probably is sleeping in the back, or he's just like this.
For real. Help him. Stop my quirk. Stop my quirk. Girl, go ahead. Go to the next one. All right, here we got least favorites. I don't like the invisible girl. I feel like she's really useless. I mean, my thing is, how many invisible people we're gonna have in an anime or in an animation?
My thing is they really did her kind of dirty, I say, in my opinion, when they try to introduce the idea of, oh, there's a traitor among us in UA high school. And of course, everybody would go to her. Like you said before, like, all she got to do is take off her clothes and this girl gone. We don't even know where she at.
For real. And then I think, like you said, one time that they thought she was the imposter.
Yeah, like everybody, like the YouTube community of My Hero Academia always say, oh, it's always, I forgot her name.
Hell, in the manga too. And in the manga, they tried to see what her face looked like. And she was trying to explain to them what her face looks like. And I was like, I don't know how that's going to work, sis. And they even said they wanted to try to see if Azawa could stop her quirk, you know, because what she basically doing is her quirk. And they trying to see if Azawa can actually stop it to where we can actually see what she looked like.
That's interesting.
Then he got Momo here. Momo just, I love Momo, but I hate her at the same time because she lacked confidence in herself.
Oh, those are the type of characters I can't stand.
For example, when her and Todoroki was together going up against Azawa, she was sitting here second guessing herself, saying, "Oh, I can't do it. Todoroki's better than me. He has a better strategy than me. Anything I say is stupid." Like,
I would have told her, "Girl, shut up. Put an idea out. Shut up.
This dude make us something, please.
This dude is swinging.
Make me a catapult.
This dude is swinging on a freaking scarf on these wires. Girl, you better come up with something quick.
Or you stop your quirk."
Look, we ain't got time for this, girl. Come on.
And then we got Endeavor. Only thing I don't like about Endeavor, and the reason why he's my least favorite, is when he became number one, he didn't want to be number one.
Oh yeah.
After all this time of him telling I'm gonna be number one. I'm gonna be better than you. And then when he was given the position to be number one, he ain't want it. So what was those couple seasons of you telling him or talking down to him, talking about how, oh, you're gonna be number one. Now since you're number one, you'd be like, oh, I don't deserve it. It was just given to me. Actually, not.
Well, and then my thing was he would ask it all my. He sat next to this man, was like, so how did you become number one? Like,
exactly. Like, trying to have a heart-to-heart moment with him.
Where was this at?
And then last but not least, we got Bakugo. The only reason I don't like Bakugo is because when he gets into a fight, he don't think rationally or he don't strategize. He just goes into it, and then when he realized he messed up, That's when he's trying to strategize. That's how he really didn't get his license at first, because he wasn't thinking. He was too busy trying to fight rather than help the people. And then he was arguing with the little boy.
He was fighting with the people that he was supposed to save.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to be funny though, but you said Endeavor was your least favorite character, right? Mm-hmm. But why did you have a picture of him on your issues? So you like him?
I told you I like him, but I don't.
Oh, okay.
At the same time, because he can't make up his mind. So you want to be number one or not?
Oh, do you want this or not?
I'm just saying, at this point, it's like, okay, if you don't want it, we'll give it to somebody else. And I feel like he wanted those type of people to be like, oh no, I'm good. Go ahead, talk about yours.
First, my number one character I cannot stand is Deku. And the main reason why I don't like Deku is because he's either crying a lot or he breaking his limb. Mm-hmm. And it's like, sweetie, you don't have to like cry about it, honey. I know you're hurting. I know that finger hurts. It's black. It's purple and black. I know it hurts, but please, can you stop crying? Like it seemed like every fight that Deku is in, he's either crying, second guessing himself. Like, honey, you got this quirk. You got this quirk for a reason. I need you to tear this man up and down this street of Tokyo and Shibuya. I need you to get into it. But you want to sit here and cry. I don't like that. My next character I don't like is All Might. I know that's crazy because All Might is like literally everybody's favorite character. This man is literally somebody's background on somebody's picture.
Literally.
But the reason why I don't like him is basically he's like one of those parents that you have in life that want to still chase their dreams and don't want to kind of like, make sure the child is okay. Yeah. He reminds me of those. And I say that because he basically gave a quirkless kid a quirk. Yeah. And then he was like, okay, you can run off. Okay. You can do whatever, like you're smart. Like he basically said, you might as well he basically said, oh, you're smart enough. You can figure it out on your own. Basically. That's what he literally did. So he had this kid Deku running around here, breaking his arm and limb, being the laughing stock of the class for him to chase a dream, but still trying to be the number one hero.
Exactly.
I was like, if Deku really wanted to, he could have woke up and chose violence and destroyed everybody if he wanted to and broke a limb while doing it.
For real.
And then by season 4, he wanted to be all of a sudden a good mentor. It'd be like, oh, you don't have to use your arms, right?
For real. Come on now.
Why you didn't tell me this in season 1?
Why you didn't tell me this sooner?
Not even that. It's not even sooner. Why you didn't tell me in season 1 when you saw me flying like a kite on the way down after punching that big old gigantic robot?
He was broken after that.
No, he was damaged. I was like, wow, this man literally flying like a kite in the sky.
I'm flying like a kite in the sky.
In my
empire.
Thanks, Nikki. We got Nikki in the house.
Yeah, Barb Nation.
Anyways, my next character I do not like is Tenya. I love Tenya for his seriousness, but in season 2, when we was on the Stain hero killer arc, that's what I didn't like. He basically risked his life. No offense for his brother. I know you're trying to honor your brother and get his honor and glory back, but I'm pretty sure like you're a freshman in high school. Chill out. You're not even a pro hero yet. Your brother was about to die. Stain had a history of killing these heroes, and you thought a freshman in high school, not in college, but a freshman in high school can whoop this man's tail. He licked your blood and paralyzed you for a long time. And then you had the nerve to bring Todoroki and Deku in this situation. What if they could have died and you somehow survived?
Yeah.
How would you be able to look at like Todoroki's dad or his mom if you had the chance to look at her?
You wouldn't be able to.
Right. So
wouldn't be able to, yeah.
His impulsiveness really blew me, and I was like, that is not the way of a hero, or let alone anybody in any anime or even in real life. That was just no. And lastly, the character I can't stand the most is Izuku's mom. I hate her, and I'm glad we don't see her at all in the show. Really, I feel like she don't pay attention to her kid. How all of a sudden your kid went from 14 years of being quirkless, now all of a sudden he is able to get into UA high school and he have a quirk. You see this man carrying a 20-pound weight to dinner and lifting that weight while he's eating his dinner and eating far more portions than he did before then.
No, ma'am.
And then what really bugged me, what really made me say I cannot stand her and I want All Might to somehow fester all his remaining power and give her a good old Detroit smash on her face. And when after the camp arc where they were like Azawa and All Might was going around asking like the students parents, oh, are your kids still going to UA high school after this incident or whatever? And she gonna say no because I'm afraid that my baby will get hurt. I worry that my kid will get hurt and something terrible might happen to him. What do you think? What do you think would happen if Izuku was a pro hero? Oh, he will come home every day with stickers and
no, ma'am,
a little lollipop saying, "I hope you had a good hero day." No, Izuku said he wanted to be a hero. Part of being a hero, get your tail whooped, have some broken arm, a broken leg, or in his case, purple and black, bruised hands and fingers and limbs. Why are you just now saying something about this? Why you didn't tell Izuku before then why he shouldn't be a hero, why you don't want him to be a hero? Now when crap hit the fan and you want to say no, he can't go. No.
That's not how this works, man.
I swear All Might should have gave her that Detroit smash and what else? The United States, Delaware smash or whatever he be saying. But
United States of America.
Yeah, the United States of America. That's what he should have gave her. That's why her tail's single now. I want to know where Izuku's daddy's at. He been gone. He be having a free trip. He just his dad is just like Gon's dad. Except for he didn't leave him a message. A little record player. Anyway, that's the end for me, girl. That's the end. I'm done.
Yeah.
Detroit smash.
It seemed like you was upset with her.
She really set me off.
Well, thank y'all for watching. Please like, subscribe. You have anything else to say?
Please like and subscribe. We'll probably come out with part 2 of this presentation of My Hero Academia. It'll be far different than this one where we talk about our favorite characters and the things we have issues with. We're gonna focus down on the characters we met in the series. So if there's any characters that we saw that you may have seen in season 5, they will not be on there. But we'll be focusing on the students and probably reclassifying them in a different class. So I hope you'll be willing to watch that.
All right, bye.
Bye.